Hello peeps. Introducing ScavengerHuntress. She's level 14. As you can see, she's got what do we got here? 2x is the same. Level 10. Level 10. A hard and run crossbow of reserve. So she's level 14, yet she has the armor award from doing a quest in the 10th year anniversary. So this is a character, well, I would say straight out of Archer, but she's not, because she's an elf. Where does it say elf? I'm not even on my friends list. Yes, elf hunter officer of Pieflingers. Pieflingers is just my own kin for storage in a kin house. Anyway, I'm level 14 and I want to go to Northern Mirkwood. I am not level 90. I have never been a subscriber or played a character while subscribed. No, none of that. However, I do have lots of mithril coins on a fairly redundant account, free-to-play account. This account has no content, hasn't spent, well, on this, at least this character, hasn't spent any LP, so no riding skill. But I have a number of things I could do to progress year 11 quests in the anniversary. Eminlum, that's in Southern Mirkwood, and it's tricky to get there without using LP, but I don't want to splash the LP, sorry, not the LP, mithril coins, MC. Potentially there are ways to do it. Some of you might notice we've got Catherine lurking in the background. She's my helper. Another free-to-play account, so restricted on swift travels and things. But I have my main account to lend a hand if necessary. But I, having fallen asleep during the anniversary Twitch stream, I've woken up and found Bloodborne on the official channel on year 7 quest from last year, so that kind of spurred me on. Because most of the stuff I see on Twitch says, "Oh, you can't do it at low level," and it's not strictly true. It's a pain. It's difficult, but it can be done if you have sufficient help and resources. I have 3 accounts. 2 of them are free to play. One of them, the one the ScavengerHuntress is on, is pretty much a redundant, doesn't do much. However, it does occasionally open a few Hobbit presents, and has amassed some MC that way. So I'm going to use some. Now there are various techniques of getting around the place. One of the useful things is the anniversary keg, and that's how I accomplish quite a lot of things in other years, or I say last year's 10 yearly quests. I go into my kin house, use a keg, see where it lands me, then I have my helpers go to that location, kill the mobs that surround the place, letting ScavengerHuntress escape and go and fulfill one or more objectives in the area. Possibly we'll try that again. It means a lot of deaths, because the ScavengerHuntress basically will die and return to my milestone, which current location is just outside my homestead where the keg is, so that I go to a high level area. If it's not the one I want from that keg, I go out, die, return just outside my homestead. Then I can go and use the anniversary keg again until I get to a location I do want to be in. And that's has meant I've managed to get some quests done. However, I've died a lot. Conversely, on the level now 61 cook doing these quests, I try to keep the death count down. But I try not to die, because it takes quite a lot of effort sometimes getting to a particular area where the objective is, and you don't really want to spend sort of half an hour getting somewhere only to die just before you've achieved your objective, which has happened a fair few times. Most stressful is when I've been doing quests, or last year doing quests in Moria, having to get to the other side of it. And predominantly in previous years I've tried to use as little in the way of MC as possible. I've wanted to get around using MC as best as possible. But with the year 11 having some, like, Beaver the Builder is in Northern Mirkwood, and Hearthorn Crowned, shall we say, is in Northern Mirkwood. What have ruins? Not so much. Gollum is a prison cell for Gollum in Felgoth. And there's gossip to listen to in Dale. So my thoughts were to go to Dale, and I'm going to travel now. So that's one MC purchased, a ride to Dale. Now, normally I go to a location and I talk to the stable master. Right, I'm going to be on the move as quickly as possible, because this town has some nasties, and they're 101 levels above me here. I can't see any map, because I could be standing alone. Right, there's a gossip person to gossip with. I'm going to look out for any red mobs on the mini-map. Right, F10 selects a nearest NPC or player. No, NPC. F9 does player. And I'm looking out for a NPC called Gossip. Here we go. And now I'm going to listen to him. He came to the streets of Dale, listening and peering. Gollum's sharp eyes soon learned what wanted. Well, it didn't sound like English to me. Okay, that's one objective done for my mithril coin. Let's go and do another objective. We have a beaver, little furry creature with a big tail, big teeth, and he's upriver. Now, because I don't want to have any red dots on my minimap, I need to run to a clear place. That's a non-combat goat over there, that's a relief. So I'm going to go over to the river and just walk up the middle, splash through the water. Should be able to get there without having to swim. Right. Beaver's up there by the rocks in the middle, or to the left of them anyway. Bob the beaver. This over-eager beaver is attempting to dam the river running. Okie dokie. Well, that was the easy bit. Excuse me. Now, as you can see, I've got 3 bags here. I do have my wrapped horse whistle. What you get when you start the game. Never used it, but I still have it. Right, I'm going to head down here. I'm going to keep to the west side of the town because that's generally clear of these dangerous folk in town. So now we have ahead of us a long ride. Do I have any regen food? No. But I'm unlikely to survive a hit. I'm gonna have any mob that comes on the minimap probably going to chase me. I'm gonna have yellow mobs come at me, so I'm gonna have to do judicial hitting of the tab button to check out any yellow mobs ahead of me so I don't go too close to them. But I'm probably going to die from a boar or a deer who has a charge ability. The other thing is I've got the Novice's Mark, which I can only use up until level 15. And that gives me a jolt of 10% run speed for 10 seconds. If I can remember to use it, of course. But I lose that if I level. Oh, is it 2 levels perhaps? So I'm going to be disadvantaged. Okay, is that red mob too close? Ooh. Oh, here we go. We've got a mob. I don't know what it is though, because I can't. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. So I'm back outside my homestead. I'm unlikely to be able to do that alone. Anyway, it's cost me where? I'm going to go and use the keg. Let's have we got? Get this region. In order to access the content in Strongholds of the North, you will need to get it at the Lotro store. Yes, I don't use Lotro. Lotro sounds a bit depressing. Lotro sounds really high, good and smashing and great. This is my main account house up here, nice and welcoming, of course. Relax blade. A treacherous hole is another way of getting somewhere out into the wilds that might get me closer to an objective. But let's see where the keg takes us. I've got some of these rewards up actually. I could ash them because I didn't know. Right, here's my little teleport area. Because I'm going to arrive with no pants. I don't know, my settings are probably higher at the moment than they would ever be during the anniversary questing last year. So perhaps I need to do something about that. I fainted. Where's the pesky dormouse? Come on, pesky dormouse, come out, come out. Right. Where am I? To Beacon Hills. I don't have any. I have a swimming in floodwind. Quest. Which is not that way. I don't know if I can get down to the water before I get to mobs. I'm very, very drunk. Very, very drunk. bow on him, I'm done for. He may not have a bow, but he may be too quick for me. It's my butterfly. I'm going to purchase this region of East Rowan. No thanks. Right. I don't know what the river is like. You can swim through there. Can you swim further on? I don't have any of the all the quests that I couldn't do on other years. I don't have any of them running. Dare say I could have picked them all up, but I'm fairly certain. Having done at least one quest, I do realise that I think there's only 1 year where I did 2 of the 3 quests, just because it happened that they could be done on a really low level character. I'm persevering with making 1080 videos. However, my upload on my fibre is the lowest of the low. Takes an age to upload. I had to get on the phone to somebody from Mumbai discussing upgrading my package to a better upload. But I find it frustrating when the person I'm talking to is not actually listening to me and is trying to sell me all sorts of other stuff and says yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, and then goes off on a tangent, completely ignoring what I've said. So that didn't go very far. The other thing is, every time my, cable company, it's not cable, what is cable? Tries to do something, or something goes wrong, they upgrade or change my viewing box, which has usually has a whole load of stuff on it, but they don't seem to have comprehended that people have their saved programs and movies on their box, and they don't want to lose it all in changing to a different box. And my cable company is rolling out a new box to all its subscribers, which is possibly great news. However, they never seem to come up with the idea of a transfer protocol to get the stuff off the old box, put it on the new box that they're installing. Which seems like a crazy thing to do. It's like when you get a new PC, you don't just lose all your data that you've got on it. You have a process whereby you save it and move it onto the new machine, perhaps. Or move the hard disk. So that's why I'm loath to have my cable company come into my house until I can actually watch a few of those movies. How are we progressing? Anyway, I should actually show you what I'm supposed to be doing. We are doing Gollum at the moment. At times, I have needed my guardian to put protection on, and my hunter to kill stuff to get through various places. And I'm thinking that that's what it's going to take to get to Felgoth and the heart crowned one. Yeah, heart horn crowned. This could be a long swim. Should I swim to Lothlorien? Because chose for helpers in Lothlorien. Some of those protected animals are going to destroy rep. And I frankly don't want to go through the tedium of grinding rep for Lothlorien on my main characters. Yeah, the anniversary keg, you only get it when you have completed all of the year 10, 1 to 10 anniversary quests. So it was only by finishing it on my main account did this character have access to that keg. I suppose, I better just steer over here a bit, I think. Because that's a hostile coast there. There are remembrances up there for a previous year. Oh, that change in music gave me a shock. I thought I was under attack. But I've now entered a new area. Or not. Still a long swim to go. Someone in chat is saying I should have made a character on a EU server a long time ago. It's wonderful not having any lag anywhere during these hours. These hours being the middle of the night for US Eastern. Well, it's the middle of the night for me as well. No, it's middle of the night for me. It's early evening for him. Actually, it's nearly morning. Only 10 players on. I see a waterfall over there. That could be tricksy. Now, the bit of water, I'm coming up close to it, it could just be here, before that waterfall. I'm going to hug this side. There we go. Since we boarded the boats, Gollum has been lying on a log and paddling with his hands and feet. He follows us still. Okie dokie. Do I have any other things I can do while I'm out here? Serpent the coldest. That's going to be a long, painful walk, sorry. The other thing that is a pain is that I'm not sure, is Everdom going to be a red area to me like this with the world up here? Because if it is, there's stealth mobs and Swan the Whitest. Swan the Whitest is up here. That's going to be a death if I go there. I'm wary about being able to get above these falls here. They look quite strong. have been incapacitated by misadventure. Well, that was a bit unkind. I think for further progress, I am going to need my helper. I'm going to go. Do I need to go and park there? I'm probably going to do some, normal anniversary daily quests after this. So, do I park up? Because I have progressing through intermediate, so I got another 4 or 5 days before I'm done through that. I do have 123 anniversary tokens. I should put I think I'll park it here for now. Anyway, I'm going to close the video there. That's just the first start on the anniversary quests. I should be doing it on stride. So this is the level 32 now, Hunter. Also, well, basically one of my 3 under levels that I've been do the anniversary year quests on. All hunters, basically for just for that 50% speed when out of combat, just to progress a bit further before it becomes too tedious. Although having said that, most of the time I was a high level hunter in tow. Anyway, thank you for watching.